viewers and subscribers, welcome to another episode of Startups. And on this episode, we'll be looking at fashion in two different perspectives. In the world of e-commerce, few platforms are as dedicated as shaping the future of online shopping, just like Dex Stitches. Since its inception, Dex Stitches has redefined the way Nigerians shop for fashion, focusing not just on convenience, but on meeting the real needs of its customers. But with growth comes challenges, particularly when it comes to customer satisfaction, product availability, and navigating the complexities of online retail. In this episode, we explore how Dex Stitches is evolving in this competitive industry and the strategies it uses to prioritize customers' happiness while managing the hurdles of business expansion.
A platform that can cater for basic fashion needs at the time, yes. On average, practically out of 3 Nigerians, 2 must have had a bad experience shopping online. Initially it was a phase of there was practically no available, sophisticated online platform for people to shop fashion. We now bridge that gap with so many vendors online doing these fashion businesses across. We have taken upon ourselves to create for every shop on our platform unparalleled customer satisfaction. My name is Olawale Ismail and I'm the founder of Dex Stitches.
Dex Stitches has quickly emerged as a leader in Nigeria's online fashion space, redefining the e-commerce experience with a keen focus on the customer. Unlike many platforms that simply aim to sell, Dex has tailored its approach to cater to the specific needs of its audience, prioritizing customer demands and preferences above all else.
Basically, the need to actually get what I was trying to shop for back then in the past. So it started as far back as when I was in uni. There's something we call Hall Week back then in school, and we usually do it as for people in the hostel. Sometimes we also have the one for departments, right? So this particular time was one for our department, engineering faculty, metallurgical material department to be precise, and back then you need to look fly and everything. So I was looking out for getting a sneaker, right? So unfortunately for me, back then the whole e-commerce space hasn't been explored as much like we have right now. And the only option we had for the particular sneaker I wanted was to be able to order it from, there's a brand called ASOS back then, it's in UK. So I was happy to have found it online, but trying to access and get it was difficult. At the time, there was nothing like even paying directly. You have to go through someone that has an account in ASOS and buy. So it was so much of difficulty, but I wasn't going to give up on the idea of getting the sneakers. So a friend of mine advised me to, go to the market around in Lagos. At the time, we first went to Ojuelegba, which is quite close to Akoka, which is where Unilag is situated, and we didn't find it. Someone else now advised that, because I wanted to present, so I wanted to look good, right? So someone else now advised that, oh, you can get something like that on the island. So I personally took it upon myself to make that journey. On getting there, my God, I saw like countless versions of the item, and I eventually got to meet someone that actually has the exact. To my utmost surprise, after paying like exorbitant amount at the time, as a student, I knew there's no money, but I had to pay up a lot. I had to waste a lot of my savings to get the sneakers from this person. On the D-Day of the event, after purchasing the sneaker on the island, the sole got turned out. So this bitter experience is going to be feeling like, if I'm feeling like this, definitely a couple of other people are feeling like this. So that's when the whole initial idea came about. And subsequently, the experience other people have had based on our discussion, like, obviously when that happened, it was like a fun of the day. Everybody was talking about why they try ordering on ASOS, not possible. It's only when their family members travel abroad that they can get the sneaker they want and everything. So at the time, I now collated like, wow, if I'm having this problem, my friends are having this problem, definitely a lot of people in Nigeria at the time we have the same experience, and that's what brought about finding a platform that can cater for basic fashion needs at the time. Yes, for a business that wants to grow, you never feel like there's a pinnacle. You always continue to grow. So, but one of the things that we can majorly point out as milestone is happy customers. To be honest, and I don't know if I mentioned the ratio earlier or the percentage. It's always on average, you have 60% people say, oh, I had the problem shopping online, I don't know if I can trust you guys, and stuff like that, which is understandable, because in fact I came out of that experience even though I went to the store in person. So our biggest milestone is the fact that out of these people, 90% of them have been converted from skeptical buyers to customers, to happy customers that even refer their friend. So these people that we look at whenever they come on board, and eventually turn to be happy customers and even give us reviews, those are our actual milestones, and we keep going on them. And our goal is to be able to have, maybe quadruple or times hundreds of the kind of customers, the amount of customers we have that came from skeptical, that are very skeptical about shopping online, to being happy about, wow, fashion shopping can be actually more convenient and be happy, can be an happy experience. Those people is a milestone, and the more we have, the more we feel like we're hitting more milestones. Yeah.
The platform relies heavily on communication with its users to track behavior and interests. Using this data, Dex Stitches prioritizes its products it introduces, ensuring that they are always aligned with what customers truly want. The company's product management team works meticulously to onboard only these items to meet these demands, starting with the essentials and moving on to other items.
We try to identify customer needs, and we try to match it with, the current and trending fashion. And when we identify all these needs, we're able to contact our registered brands, to our distributors, and when we do that, we are able to get the products available to our customers. In Dex Stitches, we pride ourselves in customer satisfaction. So we are very, very strict on what we want, and we continuously review our products from our registered and partners. So when we do this, we ensure that there's consistency in quality. So we do this regular checkups with our suppliers, with our distributors, with our brands. Yeah, fashion moves very fast, as you know, and the basic challenge is having to keep up with the customers' rapidly changing preference, and and our brands getting the product, because this little phase there is always a little bit of lead time, and we just try to just in our own little way predict, where are we headed, where is this headed, and then we try to predict even ahead of the customer, so that we can make necessary arrangements with our brands and distributors before those things come to place.
Despite this careful planning, challenges remain, particularly when some products underperform. In such cases, the platform response is both dynamic and customer focused.
In the wheel of demand, price is a very huge factor, right? And most times when a particular product is known to have, be selling out, is kind of like underperforming, is sometimes, or 50% times, boils down to price. So for these products, we usually incentivize customers, right? We do things like 30% off discounts. Sometimes we go as far as giving free delivery in some particular items, And this actually nudges customers to eventually purchase those products. And it's also possible, a product might be a trend, but we don't get carried away with it. A trend today is a trend tomorrow. Dexit is here to stay forever, so we don't like remove them from the platform. They are still there. What we do is add more variety and add newer trends. In this case, backpacks, for example, if Black is no longer selling, we'll nudge them with incentives like, order one, get two for free. We can also say take 20% off. We can also go as far as saying free delivery. If all those strategies is not working, then we know that the problem is not more the price. It's more or less like, people that are seeing this don't want them. Then we start adding more varieties to the products assortments. Yes.
One of the biggest audit that Dex Stitches faces, like many e-commerce platforms, is the unpredictability of suppliers and manufacturers. There have been times when a supplier failed to deliver product on time despite high demand. In this situation, Dex ensures that it only partners with brands that have the capacity to meet customers' demand.
Unlike many other platforms, I don't want to mention names, we don't just onboard brands or partners. We go through a stringent process that they align with our process, our principles, which is customer needs first. If while processing onboarding a brand, we realize that they might not have the capacity of what the customer might need, we don't even bother onboarding them. So when they are proven that they have the capacity to deliver, that's when we have them. So you can rest assured that whatever products you see on the platform is always available for the customer needs. However, sometimes maybe in a situation like this, the most realistic predicament that have this kind of situation is kaftans. So this, the kaftans that we wear in Africa, the senators, the agbadas, we have seen a couple times where people want them to get delivered within a day, or they want to get them right away. And the realistic thing is those things are always bespoke. So to even restrict to reduce the situation where a customer needs that, we work on onboarding brands that have ready to wear kaftans. So like I said, needs is the first thing we look out for. If the need for the kaftan is growing over time and we realize that it's getting to the stage that people are always demanding for it and they don't want to wait like 2, 3, 7 days, we onboard more brands that have ready to wear and we give them order suggestions. There's always an alternative to whatever you want to buy. Whatever you want to buy that is within your interest. So it's just that maybe now you're a fan of the brand and you want the brand's products. In that case, we advise you to wait for the available timeline that they've already promised and we have promised on the particular product. Then, and most times we often sort out the situation and they buy and they're happy. The customers are happy.
Dex founder envisions a future where the platform continues to grow and expand, not only in Nigeria but globally. The fashion industry in Nigeria has been transformed by the arrival of platforms like Dex Stitches, which offers a shopping environment tailored to fashion lovers.
The goal is not just to build a shopping platform. It started from being a platform that people can access sneakers and a few things, to realizing that the need is beyond just these items. It goes as far as everything I want to wear all through my lifetime. And we know that there are needs and there are wants. So we prioritize day in, day out on the needs based on different diverse people's interests and onboard the wants. In sort of like, I would say, a descending order. The needs comes first ahead of the wants. So every day we keep uploading and onboarding more needs with the partnership. So for example, if you're partnering with Nike now, considering the fact that we are selling to Nigerians within Nigeria and Nigerians and other people around the world, we will prioritize first to Nigerian needs, which is mostly sneakers, backpacks. We won't look at them for things like, they sell football as well. We might not onboard football. In our first onboarding batch, we start with the priority, which is sneakers. Now after sneakers, we move to joggers, we move to maybe backpacks, t-shirts, then we now onboard football. So we divide this uploading needs across our product management team, and we upload in accordance to that. So with that, we focus more on the needs, and that gives us edge ahead of allowing people to have access to what they need ahead of the wants that doesn't really matter at the time.
As the platform grows, Dex Stitches aims to expand its reach, offering even more personalized experiences to its users. The ultimate goal is to turn more skeptical shoppers into loyal and happy customers.
Welcome back. Now, the other part we'll be looking at is the decoration industry. Michael Moby, the founder of Mobilet Interior and Exterior Creativity Furniture, is revolutionizing the furniture and interior decoration industry. His company, which is based in Lagos, focuses on creating unique designs for hotels, clubs, and other spaces. Now, beyond furniture production, Mobilet doubles as a training ground for young people, equipping them with valuable technical skills to become independent professionals in the field.
We do creativities such as full hotel creative, clubs. That's why I have it interior and exterior. And extend to that one, I change it to become like a school, so I can empower the youth. All they just have to do to come and learn from certain period of time. My name is Michael X Moby. So the name of the company is Mobilet Interior and Exterior Creativity Furniture.
Michael Moby's journey into the furniture business began as a family tradition. Growing up, he learned the craft from his father, combining his artistic talents and education to innovate in the furniture and interior design sector. While traditional carpenters often focus on basic furniture such as chairs and tables, Michael took a different path by blending creativity and technical skills to produce bespoke designs.
We do creativities such as full hotel creative, clubs. That's why I have it interior and exterior. And extend to that one, I change it to become like a school, so I can empower the youth. All they just have to do to come and learn from certain period of time. After that one, they will be a master on their own.
When asked how he carved a niche for himself in the competitive furniture industry, Michael attributed his success to the quality and uniqueness of his designs.
This actual furniture work is my father's work. So whenever I come back from school, I sit with him and learn from him. But with my education background, I decided to take it from another angle. That is why I find myself in creativity aspects, because actually I can sketch. I'm gifted by drawing. This is eyesore. It's not hidden. The creative in me, by you seeing the kind of product I've made so far, you will know that this boy is creative. I've worked in many places which they don't even believe I can do it, which lead me to this level I am now. For instance, the way back then we build a bed is totally different from today. We can start some bed from scratch. That the finishing, if you see it, you won't believe it's that bed. This one you're seeing here, right here now, is my bed. But when I finish it, you will see how the outcome will look like. Because these days, we use fabric to fabricate the bed, like a hotelian's bed. Why some people like it in their luxury apartment. So the world is moving forward. We can't continue staying that backward. I decided to move forward by adding this so-called technical skill on my work. So I have that creative ability. I can draw building just like the way architect will do it. So I found myself that whenever I draw something, if I want to produce it, I produce it firm. It will not look so unique. And I push on it. I should put more effort. My effort lead me to where I am. But for now, I am now. I have nothing less than 8 boys I've trained. And some are on their own. I was born into this particular work I'm doing. So there's no how I would say I started from so year to so year. If, for instance, if I'm 30 years old, I've been in this work for that 30 years. Why I'm above that? So I've been to the work from my childhood because I met it in the house.
Mobilet isn't just a business, it's a platform for youth empowerment. Despite not initially planning to train others, Michael began mentoring when a persistent boy sought his guidance. That experience inspired him to open his doors to more young people, training them in both manual and machine-assisted techniques.
This my boy would like learn from you. I say, me? I don't have the intention of teaching anybody because I was planning, you know, when we are very small, we'll be thinking of diaspora. So that's all comes to my head. I was like trying to have my passport and find my way out of here. Actually, I'm going for this particular work over there. So along the line, when the woman now brought the boy now insists. And I say, okay, I can't control boy for now. I am very young. But the boy always come to me insisting. And I say, okay, maybe I will be doing this particular work. Whenever I want to travel, I'll put that boy in mind. So whenever I travel, I'll call him to come over. But along the line, we had some challenges, which is normally happen somewhere, everywhere. That's even keep me staying back to this work fully. And the boy, and I see the way the boy is working, he's working with passion. And I say, if I leave this boy like this, I will kill the spirit in him. So I move it forward more and more and more. So now I have the courage. Which if the boy himself is a master on his own now. If he do 1 or 2 works for you now, even there, sometimes he will collect a big hotel work from beginning to the end and he will still call me that, Oga, please, I will need some of your boys. Please, Oga, come and handle this part. The thing is too much for me. Because the kind of technical I used to work my work is totally different from everybody's own. No, you cannot do without the old one now. The old one brought us this new talent. From here, if any one of my children may have interest in it, they will pick it from this level to another level. If I lost the memory of old one, I can't get to here. That is why I'm still teaching them with the manual and the automatic. They can operate machines, they can use the manual work. You can see this work we are doing, the one you came here and saw now is just manual. When we start to be doing the automatic work, that means we all just have to be operating machine all through.
Michael's training model provides a structured environment for apprentices, training live on site during the work week, minimizing distractions and fostering focus.
These days, now when we make a TV board, for instance, a big TV board, there's how we pass lines through it. If you don't know how to do that, how can you come up with that same design? We are having improvement and challenges of work these days. So with that one, they have that opportunity in me. Actually, they can work carpentry work fully. Like all this zinc you see here, me and my boys, we do it on ourselves. We didn't go and call any person outside. We can clamp zinc, actually we can come down, still work. So just like there being a couple of 5 works together, interior, the furniture itself, upholstery. Upholstery is the covering of the chair and all these things included. And the lighting plus the technical ability, which you can be able to arrange a place that will make it look so unique and comfort.
I've been learning here for about 3 years now. It's already 3 years. So my challenges so far is just the shame. The shame to put your shame aside and focus on your goal. That's just the challenges. And my benefits have been a lot. Like I used to be a very shy person. Like how will I even put it? I don't think too far. I'm a lazy type, but since the time I came here, I'm very hardworking. Even from home self, my mom used to testify it. So that's the benefit so far. And my skill so far too has improved.
Running a creative business like Mobilet comes with significant challenges. One major issue is delayed payment from clients.
We have big challenges in our work. first and foremost challenge I could tell you we used to have is that, we don't have backup. Backup in terms of if you work for someone, for them to pay your balance is the big challenges. After receiving the work, that might be giving you a kind of complaint that I don't have money now, I will pay you, which you can't even know, you end up not collecting anything. That one is the total challenge that is not even giving us morale to forward over it. They don't encourage us by doing it, because once I'm expecting, like for instance, my balance like 10K, and the person asks me to come back, and another work is there that you can work a day, you will have 3K. That 3K, when you multiply it by that 4 or 5 days as you are waiting, you think that one should be more better than this your handwork. So people are not encouraged us in doing the work. In business aspect, there's no how you will not have your challenges. Sometimes you might trying to go to the market and get a material which you expect that the money is cheaper. When you now get there, the money will be more higher. Then I cannot return the money back to the who sent me the work, which is the owner of the work. That shows too low of you, that maybe you are not professional enough. So those are the challenges we spent our money on.
Despite these challenges, Michael views his achievement with pride. After starting the business from his father's home, he has expanded to a larger space, complete with accommodation for trainees.
I've been the one that disencountered myself and my family and some other siblings. Because immediately my father left, the thought that just come on my head is that face this work and start doing it yourself. Then carry your brothers along. Then which was what I did. This is not my first place of working. This is part of the achievement I've achieved. I started in my father's house. That was the place we started the company. And all my brothers are there, working all together. Along the line, when the place is no more conducive for us, I decided to go to a bigger place, which I got here. So here now, I think I have a room self for the boys, which they can pass their night. Because immediately they come on Monday, they have to return back home on Saturday evening. I don't give them that time of moving around, because the challenge on those boys is even more harder than the real work I'm doing. They don't want to learn these days. They don't just want to learn, but they can give their time for other things. For me, I prefer working from this work. I can create more business. It's not only this work I can depend on. As time goes on, I can still move forward.
For Michael Moby, the ultimate reward lies in the success of those he has trained. His work continues to inspire a new generation of craftsmen, providing the traditional skills. When combined with innovation, it can also lead to remarkable achievements.
And that is all we have on this episode of Startups. I'm Tamilore Akinkolye. See you again next time.